Hello superstars, welcome to Purpling Galaxy. Today I'll be talking about the sun, the earth, and the moon. Don't worry, I won't bore you to sleep. I'll make sure to keep it fun and interesting. Alright, let's start by talking about the sun. Here is the sun. It is the center of our solar system, and it is very important to our existence. It is also a star, but not the biggest star. Yes, but it doesn't look like a twinkling little star because it's so close to Earth. All the other stars are so far away, they look like tiny glowing suns in the sky. The sun is made out of gases and it is extremely hot, just like the other stars. Now let's see how big the sun is compared to the earth and the moon. I know, right? A big, gigantic, enormous, humongous sun! Without the energy from the sun, we would most likely not survive. Humans, plants, and animals need sunlight for many reasons. The sun provides heat for warmth and light so we can see. Plants need sunlight for photosynthesis. It's just a fancy word for plants making their food. And then these plants then become food for us. Eat your food, kids. Okay, so when I count to 3, everyone shout, "Thank you, sun!" Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, thank you, sun! I'm sure the sun definitely heard that, because that was so loud. Now let's get back home. Our beautiful home, Earth, is the only planet known to harbor life. Not too far. Not too close, but just the perfect distance away from the sun. It's about 150 million kilometers away. It takes 365 days for the Earth to complete one orbit around the sun, and 24 hours to complete one rotation on its own axis. All this talking makes me so hungry. Are you hungry? Do you like Skittles? I do. Now I want you to use your creative imaginations. These Skittles represent the crust of the Earth. It is the thin layer that we live in. The next layer is the thickest and heaviest layer, called the mantle. It's made out of melted iron and minerals and other soft rocks. Further into the Earth is the outer core, which is made out of liquid metals and rocks. Finally, at the very center of the Earth is the hottest layer, the inner core. It is made out of iron and nickel, and it is also very dense because of all of the pressure from the outer layers. The inner core is seriously hot, just like the sun, but not this core, because it's too yummy for my tummy. This Skittle takes me to the moon. Oh yes, let's talk about the moon. But first, let's all stand up. Come on, come on. Now let's all jump up and down like a kangaroo. Boing, boing, boing. Now that you are all the way, let me tell you a fun fact. If you were jumping on the moon right now, you would jump up so high because the gravity on the moon is not as strong as the gravity here on Earth. Must be fun to stay on the moon. The moon is made out of rock. The surface of the moon is covered with dead volcanoes and huge well-preserved craters from the impacts of asteroids. We can see these markings clearly when it's the full moon phase. There are 8 phases all together, and they are called lunaphases. These phases indicate the moon's position from the sun and the earth, and it takes about 29.5 days to complete. But before I tell you all the 8 phases of the moon, remember these 2 words, waxing and waning. Waxing means growing. The reflection of the sunlight on the moon's surface is growing bigger. From new moon to waxing crescent to first quarter, then a waxing gibbous to a bright full moon. Okay, now here comes waning. Waning means shrinking. So from the full moon to waning gibbous, last quarter, then waning crescent, and finally a dark new moon again. What? You're all sleeping? Okay then, I'm out of here. Bye.